sure that once you do go to QVC.com, you check out of your cart because we're getting very, very limited. Don't just leave it in your cart because it will go away. It is time to take a look at a really sporty but refined low heel boot. This is called the Parton. It's on a loved outsole, and of course you're getting that elegance and ease of that buttery soft leather. Really sleek, really easy, and it's an expiring price. So this price that you're seeing on your screen, a sale price that saves you $15, and the first day that we have ever been able to offer it to you at this price, but it goes away at the end of today. So it's a very limited time that we're saving you $15. So go ahead and choose your color because these are your leave by the front door and never put away.
You're never gonna wanna take these off.
Never. This is your black option. If you were really loving the ocean that we just presented to you and Jackie was wearing just a moment ago, we do have ocean for you in this beautiful shoe as well. Then very popular tonight has been Bordeauxs and reds. Very popular this whole season, really. This is your Bordeaux. And then finally is the brown choice. Most limited in that brown. Only 35 remain in that brown. Here's your size chart, and as you're noticing, we're getting limited for some of them.
Absolutely. All you have to do is go down the left-hand side of our chart to find your U.S. size. Go to the right to find your European size. One recommendation I will make again with Parton because of the construction, and I'll show you what I mean by that when we come back to do the tour. The way it's stitched can make it be a little bit more of a snug fit. So I'm going to recommend half sizing up again.
Okay.
Especially if you're on that, if you're in between sizes.
Perfect.
Definitely go up.
Thank you for that. And speaking of the way it's stitched, let's dive in and talk about that. It's so almost beautiful. A patchwork look.
It is. We've taken these gorgeous, first of all, let's start with the leather. The leather itself, this is probably the softest, butteriest leather that we have in our collection. When I talk about like love leathers and handbag leathers, this is it. I mean, it is like, it really engages the senses. It is so, so soft. The pieces are stitched. You can see how they're, I'm gonna pick up the Bordeaux so you can really see how gorgeous that is. Wow. See how they're stitched together, and along those seams you have that burnishing and that variation in color. It is so beautiful. And when you look down at the toe, you can see how where the upper meets the outsole, we have that stitching detail, that top stitching detail. This kind of construction, whenever we use this outsole with this stitching, it creates that snugger fit, which is why I made that recommendation per sizing. But look how gorgeous. This really gives almost like a little bit of a squared toe. It's angled in that way. It almost gives very European when we talk about European design. This really gives that in a major, major way.
I also love one of my favorite details. It's a small detail, but I love how this piece of leather wraps around and there's this little flap here that just adds to the detail and design and all of that stitching. And then there's that little accent of two longer stitches against the smaller stitches. Those are the details that really you get from someone who has their hands and their pulse on fashion and is thinking about, how do I take these very carefully sourced leathers and use them to the absolute best of their ability?
To give you this much interest without using hardware, which is fabulous. Just using the stitching and the color story and piecing it all together. And even on the exterior there, that the section where you like that stitching, that is a piece of goring that's hidden and it's done in a slight V, and it's going to give you that give as you're walking. But look how pretty it looked on Michelle's leg. Like it cuts down just a little bit. It comes up a little bit higher in the back, a little bit higher in the front. It looks beautiful, but you can see how that leather is pooling, how it's giving you that little bit of slouch that we saw earlier. It's so, so soft. But for me, and I think we can all agree, this outsole feels like you are on a sneaker.
I know, Michelle, how comfortable.
So
comfortable.
Flexible.
Okay, I have to give a quick update on the brown that both you and I are wearing. We have about 20 remaining. So please, if you've been waiting, do not wait any longer on the brown. Check out. The Bordeaux is also going very, very quickly. But yes, Christy, you were discussing that sneaker-like outsole. It's beautiful.
I say this when it comes to anytime we use this construction. I mean, this is one finger. I'm not like having to work to bend the boot at all. This is so flexible, So amazing. We give you a little bit of a lift, but it's definitely lower profile. But this is the one that you are going to wear all day long, every day, all throughout the fall and winter months, even into spring. This is going to be the one that I would recommend you travel with.
Yes.
You could go all day long. You could
And it's
go
going to
all
fit in
day
your
long.
suitcase very easily.
Yep.
You don't have to bring those
down.
sneakers. You wear these on those days you're going to walk 6
Right,
miles because
right.
you are still going to be so comfortable in these. There's also a very nice cushioned footbed that I can feel under my foot that just adds to all of that beautiful micro suede on the inside, the cushion footbed, and a leather lining underneath your foot.
I mean, to have amazing materials up against your skin, especially if you want to go that sockless option, it's incredible. It makes for the whole experience.
What a shoe to end our show on. If you're up late watching tonight, then you are lucky because do not miss out on this price. It expires at the end of the day. We have free shipping and handling. You're saving $15 and you are investing in a beautiful ankle boot that you will have season after season after season that gets better with time. And you just have almost feels like it's custom made to you with the way that leather just wraps around your foot.
You couldn't be more right on that one. It is just an awesome experience with this one.
Oh, amazing. Okay, and you're so right. I mean, that movement. Okay.
Unreal.
Here's your black option. We have it for you in the ocean if you love a nice blue. Bordeaux has been very popular. 90 remain in Bordeaux. Do we have any brown left? 1 dozen now remain in brown. That's going to go in the last 2 minutes of the show. So please check out of your cart right now. If you're on the phone lines, stay on the phone lines. We will get to you. You can also shop the show backwards and you can have all confidence of shopping because we always have your free exchanges. Just go to QVC.com and search items recently on air. You can see all of those beautiful shows, beautiful shoes during a beautiful show. Christy, it's been so nice